Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back, and the Prehistoric Planet Pack has released. Let's go. The new expansion with all sorts of dinosaurs and new materials, new duplicants, new buildings, all sorts of cool stuff. I've been really excited about this for ages. Will it be as good as the Frosty Planet Pack was? Will it be better? I have no idea. I haven't played it yet. I haven't played any of the beta. I've kind of seen a few little details. I had a quick look around in sandbox mode, and we did go and give all the duplicants some nice outfits. So, yeah, very excited. Hello, Ayla Avo. Hello, Jedon Pliz. I think the plan for investigating this DLC, we're just going to play a normal run. I think what we'll do is we'll do the classic or spaced out. We've got two different options. Let's have a look. Survival, obviously. There is a lab seed, but we'll talk about that later. I'm not going to do that today. So, the Prehistoric Planet Pack adds the Relica asteroid, which has a load of new biomes and things in it. And, importantly, there's a giant meteor that's going to hit the asteroid in about 200 cycles by default. And you can either shoot it down and create a space POI that you can mine for rare resources, or you can let it land and it demolishes like a top portion of your colony, and it spawns a load of geysers and stuff, and you get some space materials as well. So very interesting. Lots of new critters, lots of new flavor as well. I'm really interested to see how good the new critters and the new plants are. There's a lot of new resource loops in this DLC, even more so than with the Frosty Planet Pack and the mammoths and the floxes. I think this could potentially change a lot more and have a huge impact on the game overall. So do we play classic or do we play spaced out with the smaller one? Tempted to play classic just so we can have a look around. Let's find a normal-ish Relica asteroid. Don't want any shenanigans like we've had on Sour Gas or Bust. Don't really want any glaciers. Mixed boulders and geodes, that sounds good. And then looks like it's paired with a Stinko Swamp asteroid by default. And yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll try and actually shoot down the meteor, but we'll try and do it at around exactly cycle 200, just before it lands. So that way we can play it out, see what it's like having shot it down, and we can also play it out seeing it impact. And we're also going to do that because there's an achievement for surviving for 100 cycles after the impact, and there's an achievement for shooting it down. So we're going to try and get both of those done in this run today. But yeah, let's actually head on over to the game view properly now. But yeah, hope you're all having a pleasant day. I'm certainly having a pleasant day. There's actually a Demolior impact setting here where you can configure how soon it lands. You can delay it to 300 cycles or 500 cycles, or just turn it off. Sour Gas Stream was a lie. No. We're going back to Sour Gas or Bust, but after we've investigated this DLC, I reckon we're probably going to play this DLC colony for about 15 streams. I don't know, but that's about as long as I think it would take me to see everything in it. You can set it to early arrival for 150 cycles. You can set it to imminent extinction for 100 cycles. Interestingly enough, so the lab seed... It's the Relic cluster where it lands in 10 cycles. We're not going to do that because I want to play longer than exploring it on this. So we're going to go and play the standard one. But yeah, if we look at spaced out, there's a smaller one as well. But this is the same size as hello, gray area.
Fish from San Diego.
It's the same size as a Tyrannia.
I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish.
Relica minor.
I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank
Hello.
Hello, Smile. Wow.
Hello, Smile. You're going to make me a puffed. You're going to make me a puffed already. Thank you very much for the bits, grey area. It means a lot. Thank you for your contribution. Early stream, early puffed. All right, we'll do it. We'll be the puffed. We'll be the puffed. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with the situation by now. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. Goodbye, fish cam. Rotato potato. This is the test to see whether I have anything unfortunate on my desk. I don't think I do. There we go. That looks about right, doesn't it? All right, I am now puffed. Congratulations, great area. Right, do we do minor asteroid or do we do the regular one? The main difference will be the oil biome will be on the classic asteroid. Do we want to do a load of stuff with oil? Probably not, I don't know. Let's do the minor asteroid for a change, because I don't think we actually did the series minor asteroid when we did the Frosty Planet Pack. So we'll do the Relica minor asteroid, and that way when the meteor lands as well, it's going to be bigger. It's going to take up more space. Now, what story traits do I want to set on? I like the brain machine. Are we going to get it to work this time? I don't know. Possibly. I'll leave it on. Critter Fluxomatic. As far as I know, the new critters don't have variants yet. Maybe they're going to add them, maybe they're not. I don't think we need this, so I'm going to remove this. Mysterious Hermit. I think it's quite likely we end up triggering this guy. Maybe there'll be an actual... Maybe it'll be easier to get the Mysterious Hermit, George, to join the colony with the new foods, the new plants. The Ancient Specimen. I don't think we actually need this. I don't think we're going to do anything with it this time, because the run is not going to go on long enough for us to be mining fossil with diamond. I don't think there's a real benefit to that. And we've got enough fossil stuff going on this asteroid as it is. And then we've got the Biobot Builder. I'm going to turn off the Biobot Builder. We're not going to waste time on that this time. It was fun looking at it the first few times, but I don't think I need to do this every run. I want to save space on the asteroid for other things. Okay, so I think that will do. We're on... Okay, let's re-roll the traits a little bit. Let's just get a fairly normal one. Don't want too many things. I mean, yeah, I don't really want to take metal rich either. I just want to get like a good feel for what it's actually going to look like, generally. I don't want metal poor either. Screw that. You know what? Okay, fine. Metal rich geodes, that's fine. We've got metallic caves on the irradiated forest, geodes on the oily swamp. This seems fine. Yep, game settings are all good. Okay, let's go. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Yeah, no critomorphs yet. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I've been excited about this for ages. It looked so good from the beta, and I'm very keen to investigate everything thoroughly. New fish as well, very exciting. I've got to actually do something with fish on this run, whether I like it or not. We've got to try. All right. Also, FYI, we've disabled all the mods because none of them were working. The DLC literally did come out yesterday, so that's to be expected. I'm getting a fair bit of lag in OBS. Why is that? Let's... Okay. Right, I think we're actually there. So let's actually do some re-rolling. So let's see. We want standard duplicants. I'm not going to start with any bionic duplicants. We're not going to mix this up too much. I love the new dupes, Higby and Maya. I think their aesthetics really neat. I love the hair on Maya. My only question is, with Higby, like, where does his mustache come from? Like, I thought it was part of Oxygen Not Included lore that the dupes didn't have mustaches or facial hair. Like, at all. And George is like the weird exception because of lore reasons. I don't know, I haven't really investigated it, to be honest. Let's see. Right, let's get a builder. Okay, Higby could be a builder. You know what, this seems fine. Building and a little bit of researching, that seems fine. We probably will still pick out a dedicated researcher. We're going to want a dedicated rancher farmer, aren't we? Yeah, maybe what we do is we actually omit the digger. We omit the digger, we pick a researcher, and we pick a farmer rancher hybrid. Let's find the researcher next. You have ranching interest, but we're going to want to skill you up with all the researching skills. So that's probably not going to actually happen, is it? Yeah, let's get someone else. I do like the Kitchen Menace, but not really. Narcoleptic. I don't think we want a narcoleptic researcher. The alternative is we just take people with a minor in building for all of these, so everyone could build a little bit. And then we get the farmer, the rancher, the researcher right away. I think that actually makes a little bit of sense, because we're definitely going to want to investigate all of this new stuff. Yeah, I think that's what we do. We'll mix it up. We'll get a farmer, we'll get a researcher, and we'll get a rancher. And then we'll make sure that they each are minoring and building and digging. And we'll probably just print a digger anyways. Like, printing builders and diggers, I feel like that's probably... It's more likely we'll find something we can mold into something good like that, but I don't know, maybe that's just bias. So we're gonna... Let's cross-train our dupes this time. I don't think we want a rock fan. I mean, the meteor shower bonuses is on theme, but I don't think we do want a rock fan. You've got increased husbandry. We could alternatively just do this, where we have the farmer with the husbandry interest. We get a dupe of both. Actually, no. Let's get the +9 with the building. That seems good. I don't think... Do I want decreased agriculture on the researcher? Not sure. Not sure. +3 building is good on you. I think the researcher needs to have a high attribute point, so let's try and find a single interest researcher, and then we can give them digging and stuff later on, because the morale isn't going to be as important. Night owl. I don't want noodle arms. You've got husbandry, but again, I think we want a dedicated rancher. Or do we? No, well, we don't want a loud sleeper anyways. Dress to impress, we don't really want that. Yeah, okay, I think this has fixed the issue with OBS. It's really good. I was really worried about that. Freya, you know what? Actually quite tempting to get the Freya. For the frostproof. Because I know a lot of the new biomes with the new critters are actually cold biomes. So it might be important to have someone who can go in those environments without getting warm. But then again, we're going to need the farmers and researchers to go in there anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And if we're going to pick a variety dupe for this, we need to get a Higby or a Maya, really, don't we? We don't need the exosuit training. You've got extra farming. But I think I want building and digging to be the other things that you do. Or we could just get a Hassan Night Owl with bottomless stomach. Yeah, that doesn't seem bad. All night. Night's only 3 blocks, though. I think I'd rather have an early bird than a night owl if I was going to do that, because I want the bonus in more schedule blocks. Because a little bonus will go a long way. These guys, maybe I'm going to worry about this too much. Definitely don't want undigging. Mole hands? Okay. So we've got a Gosman with mole hands. So we've got an extra building, extra digging. That seems good. The researcher's going to want digging eventually anyways because of field research. I think we still print someone just to get the skills so we can skill up the researcher as quickly as possible. And then let's make sure we've got a really good rancher. This isn't bad. Ideally, I'd like one of the new dupes. But I don't want a +2. I want a high level. I think we might be rolling for a while. We might be rolling for a while. That was the Maya. Freya is showing up. We've got to have the new dupe. We've got to have a Higby. That's what we've got to do. Higby's got to be the rancher. I'm just going to roll until we find the next Higby. We gotta watch for the moustache. It's annoying because when you flash up the dupe, it flashes up the default pink-haired dupe before you actually get the one you look at. So you can't go too fast with this because you're not going to see the actual dupe. Okay. Oh, I really don't want a yokel though. Let's keep going. Just for une minute. I'll cut to when we've got all the spring guys anyways. Branching, research, and decorating. I just need to find a non-hybrid Higby. Oh, I rolled past him. I wasn't expecting him to be there. Again, the list of dupes you're actually rolling through now. Actually, okay, you know what? Alright, fine. My hand's been swayed. We've got a kitchen menace uncultured Maya. So she's got the decor morale bonus and the food morale bonus. So that's huge. Alright, I think we're actually there. So we've got 3 duplicants that we want. We've got a farmer with construction. We've got a researcher with excavation. And we've got a rancher who's easily satisfied. So we'll pick up more builders and diggers as we go, but I just want to make sure that we've got the actual... I just want to make sure that we've got the actual set of guys to look after critters and do the research, because we need to figure out what all the new critters and plants do in this run. So the colony is going to be called the Prehistoric Party. And yeah, there we go. We're going to go bark. No Higby. Feels bad. Alright, we're here. My collision monitoring system has detected an imminent threat to our survival, a huge impactor asteroid hurtling directly at this planet. We must make our way to the surface and mount a defense system in time to destroy the incoming asteroid before it destroys us. Well, destroy is exaggerating, but yeah, we'll be alright. Sounds like we've got some new music. That's nice. So what, we got the Forgotten Printing Pod. There you go. Let's have a look at... Is there a different database entry? No. Okay, that's fine. I wish you could lock the personality of vanilla like you could with DSS. Yes, they need to add that. Just let me get my Higby. It feels bad that he's not joining us, but we got Maya with us. It's fine. Right, let's prioritize everyone. So at the moment, I think I'm going to set everyone to building 1 and digging 1. Actually, no. Let's not do that. Let's see. So Turner has some aptitude for building. Gosman has some aptitude for digging. So let's prioritize those at the moment. Obviously, later on, you guys are going to prioritize all of those. We're going to go for high on attacking. We're going to go very high on life support. Oh, no. No, it was high on attacking, high on life support. Very high on toggling. Yeah, that's all we'll do. So, oh, let's have a look at the loot first. What we got? Interesting. Show me something good, game. Gloves. Amazing. Cool. Right, okay, so. We got a few different things. We got a ring rose bush. Decorative plant. Okay, that's just the decorative plant. That's fine. What we got up here? We got the Vagro node. So it's... Oh yeah, this is the plant that grows the vines. So the vines come out from the middle. The plant eats a lot of water when it's planted, but the vines keep growing and each vine produces food. So the longer the vines are, the more water efficient the plant is. I like this. This is a really interesting design. I don't know how we're going to farm it, though. So we'll get a Vagro fruit from that. We got Snectars. This is clearly the analog to Hexalent or Muckroot. More like a Hexalent, really. We got a Mimica bud. So the Mimica plant produces Mimica critters that actually fertilize nearby plants and give them a growth speed bonus. So it's kind of like a more easily self-contained grub solution, where you get the plant's growth speed bonus, but you don't have to worry about it being like a ranch, because the Mimica flies around, but it's technically not a critter, I don't think? Maybe it is. Critter? Question mark? Mimicas are difficult to categorize. Biologists theorize the Mimica bud engages in this rare variation of reproductive mimicry to improve seed dispersal. We're gonna have to look at that. Drop some mimilet. So that's presumably the seed. Okay. We've got sweat corn. So this is the mealwood variant. Very similar to mealwood, to be honest. Grows up to 40 degrees C. That's nice. What's actually the temperature range where we are? So it starts off warm, like iridium warm. Well, so it's a good thing that these plants are all adapted to that then. It's interesting. So I wonder whether scrambling in the Relica content to an Iridio asteroid would make sense. Hello, Punk. Hope you're doing well. The interesting thing about sweatcorn is that it requires pollination. Really, it requires pollination. Does it? It was recently pollinated. It does say it requires pollination. Very odd. So I guess we're gonna have to cooperate with these things. Yeah, look at them. They're fluttering around. Crazy. They live for 5 cycles. Okay. What else we got? Let's see. We're gonna research portal up here. Okay, we need to go unlock this. Let's go unlock that first. Let's go dig out some stuff. We've got a load of new materials in here as well. Don't dig up the plant just yet. I like the new music so far. I mean, it's not been playing very much yet, but I am such a fan of when they add music to games. Especially when you're playing them for hundreds of hours. Please me and add new music. Right, so that's some material. Where do I want to put this ladder? Do I actually want to disrupt this vine yet? I don't know. So let's actually say we're going to put the doors here for now. We're going to tower up here. Start building that. Start building that ladder. We'll dig all of this stuff out. Hello, Sand Wraith. Hope you're doing well. Happy I streamed earlier. Yeah, we're doing a double-length stream today. That's the plan. We're going to investigate the new DLC. We had a few OBS issues earlier, but by the looks of it, even though OBS is still lagging, like, the stream output is coming out fine. It looks like it's coming out fine on my end anyways. FPS are not great, but it will do. We haven't played this DLC yet at all. Yeah, it seems fine now. It's just, it's confusing to me because it's lagging a lot on my OBS window, but then my monitoring window says that it's actually working just fine. So I'm going to stop going on about it, and you guys can let me know if there's issues. So yeah, loads of snackers, loads of food available at the start. We got the lum. What does the lum do? Subsists on ovagro vines. When they stomp heavily near plants, they cause harvestable items to fall to the ground. So they let you auto-harvest plants without having dupes go and harvest the plants. That's interesting. I like it. You've still got to dig this? Okay. We can dig through here as well. Actually, if I dig through here, the vine's going to creep around like this, isn't it? Is there a way to tell where the vine is growing? Oh. Yeah, there's a vine here that's trying to grow. Okay. Interesting. Is the fertilizer synthesizer worthwhile to build? Do you mean for the DLC or specific, or generally? I think it is. If you have a natural gas room, like if you have a geyser on your planet and you're handling the gas already, it's pretty trivial to build a room where you can just siphon that natural gas into. And fertilizer is very mass efficient in terms of the extra amount of food you get from the plants. If you can make fertilizer, you should, because you're not going to need a lot of it to actually get your plants growing. Right, dig this as well, that'll do. In terms of the schedule, let's shift the schedule a little bit. Work, work, work. 2 downtime, 1 bedtime to start. Right, there's no shine bugs here, so I'm not overly worried about that. Let's actually... What I'll do... I'll put the beds up here. So we'll dig this. I think we'll just dig the... oxalite as well, and we'll put some tiles in. We're building this all out of shale, by the way. That's interesting. And then... I think the plan will be... No, not like that. The plan will be door here, door here, door here. We're going to have the 2 research buildings here, and then we could just have 3 beds in here for now. In fact, yeah, maybe just leave it like that. For now. That will do for now. I'm glad this is working enough for us to actually go ahead with this. Do you use Brackine and Critter Fountain? We've been using Brackine to keep the duplicants from getting stressed. Because again, if you have a load of pincher peppers that you're growing anyways, then it seems fairly efficient to do that. Like we have polluted water geysers, we get that sorted out, we use the Beth refinery to heat up the pincher peppers, and then we've got too many peppers, they keep rotting on our main run. Right, you still need to build these tiles. Is there anything else I need to do? Bathroom. Do I want to just put the bathroom here, have us just go straight on the lum? Maybe. could do that for now. In fact, what we could do is we could actually tile this, and then we could just seal it off here for now. Oh, I want to make a bit more room than this. Yeah, hold on. Let's leave 3 tiles of room. And then we'll pull it off here for now. Yeah, go ahead and do all of that. Oh, so it probably doesn't help that it's pretty hot in the UK at the moment. It's not that hot. Like, it's not hot enough that my OBS should be struggling to run on a new colony. I don't think that's the issue. But yeah, usually we have like 60 FPS plus when we're starting a new asteroid. And we're on 30 and we've just started. Oh wait, hold on. Oh god. I had a program open. I don't think that was the cause of the issue. It probably wasn't helping. We fixed that now. Okay, let's put the bathroom stuff in. Let's put an outhouse here and a wash basin here. That should be fairly straightforward. So we don't have to worry about the duplicant sleep getting disrupted at least. That's good. Let's turn whiskers off, see if that helps. I don't think that will help. Yeah. Plan is to put a fire pole here. So we've got the mimickers over here. They're just hanging out. You've dropped the mimullet. Okay, so the mimullet is unrefrigerated and it will spoil. An edible fruit in the mimica bud plant can be sown to cultivate more plants or processed into food. So I think we should probably prioritize planting that immediately because we don't want them to go off. Yeah, here's a mimica bud over here. But let's actually dig over here. Let's dig this out. Let's dig this. Mr. Lum is still satisfied. Use Brackeen to free some dupe grooming labor in late game. Yeah, I haven't used it for that yet. Like, I probably should. To be honest, I haven't been going that hard on ranching, but, like, it's tempting. Okay, so the issue with this now is you're going to be able to get out this way. So how about I turn off... Make it so you have to go through this way. That seems good to me. Right, so now you need water. We do have some water over here, that's fine. So probably a case of dig, 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 dig. And then the pitcher pump can go in here. That should be fairly straightforward. Yeah, it seems pretty powerful. I haven't done it personally yet. It does seem powerful. Right, you guys are bored now. Oh, right, you need to build the ladder over here. Temporarily. Oh, and you still need to build your beds. That's also a thing, definitely. Looks like we got a stone cot. Oh, wow, like a Flintstones one. Who ordered the extra firm mattress? These guys. Okay, here you go. We gave them all new outfits. We gave them all the Explorer outfits that came with the game. Or came with the DLC, so... It's nice. Okay, speedy uppy. Got an achievement earned. Hooray! I'm not checking that every time. Right, what I do want to do, I want to make sure that we're planting the Mimica guys. So we need to research... I guess that means we actually need to research the food stuff very quickly, doesn't it? So we can have a planter box to preserve the seed. Also, the metal is nickel ore. Nickel is a very conductive metal. It's the only metal more conductive than that seems to be aluminium. So that seems good. Yeah, dig some extra nickel. Dig over here so we can access the portal. Got a Triceratops skull on it? That's wild. Yeah, so the sweat corn stalk is pollinated. Seems like we are going to have to get these guys to cooperate. Right, okay, Mayor. Your turn. Please get in the portal for us, and we will investigate further. Yeah, give it a bash. Cobalt is slightly more productive. Yeah. Oh, okay. Plushy puffed. Yeah, I'm a puffed. We got turned into a puff by a grey area. That was definitely what happened. Alright, what did that do? What did it do? Eureka, we decrypted the research portal's final transmission. New buildings have become available. Blast shot maker, meteor blaster. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, here we go. The meteor. It's coming. Demolior, imminent threat, time until impact, 199.3 cycles. So it does start right at the beginning of the game, and it's going to come impact right there. Okay, so, yeah. If we let this asteroid crash... Yeah, come back. If we let this asteroid crash, it's going to destroy everything in these tiles. So that's right next to where we are at the moment. So we do need to think about that. So I think what we'll do, because we're planning on exploring both paths in this colony, we will build below this biome in general. We'll pour all the water out of here. We'll try and build below. It seems like even though we're on the spaced out minor cluster, it still feels fairly roomy. So I don't think we'll have any huge issues with that. What else do I want to do? We want to get the research stuff put in right away. So let's see. The research station's going to go here. I think what we'll do is we'll actually... Let's make a few more tiles. The vine probably can't grow in the same spot as a building, can it? Do we actually have any other agros? There's one down here. Well, we do want the laboratory, so... Maybe we'll just store it there for now. We'll let it grow around this way. We got a little bit of playing around to do. Okay, that's fine. What you got edibles-wise? You got the nutrient bars? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I've never played this DLC before at all. Like, we've not played the beta at all. I'm not familiar with any of it. We haven't even really been watching anyone play it on Twitch. So, I'm just keen to explore and see what we're going to do. Feels a bit more normal than the Frosty Planet Pack start for now. The duplicants thankfully aren't getting toasty yet. It's hot, but it's not that hot. Which I'm hugely relieved about. Barracks, latrine. Okay. Yeah, go to bed. You got time to go to bed. Wash your hands. You got time to wash your hands. There you go. Snug as a bug in a rock, I suppose. Right. We will keep the puffed on until we get to the first printing of the dupe. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of the plant. Oh, something else they've added. By the way, look. You can build over plants. Look at that. You can just queue up the build errand over them now. What a huge quality of life feature. I'm so happy about that. Right, let's see. So, we can build a meteor blaster right here. You can make them out of metal ore. What about the actual blast shot maker? You still need the refined metal to make the blast shot maker. Right, let's get this door in, and then let's start exploring around. We obviously want to explore quite far. Okay, this is shale. This is not granite. So let's explore as far as we can over here. Let's explore as far as we can over here, and then we'll see where to go from there. Looks like we've got a cold biome over here. We've got the Rex carnivore. There's Wheezeworts in here. That's good to know. So that's our radiation sorted out. It's very cold in here. Minus, well, not very cold, but like quite cold. Minus 26-ish. We got the Dartle. Cool beans. Have I actually got enough errands for all of you? No, I don't. Okay. Alright. What else do I want to do then? Let's see. For now, I'm going to put a few bits over here. And then we're going to get, like, the manual generator and the battery over here. Because we need to get this research cracking so that we can get them, make sure the mimickers don't expire. Because we need these. I'm gonna suck playing with idle notifications turned off, but that's fine. So we can come down here as well and we can have a look. There's a new manual generator blueprint. Oh, really? There is! Wow. It gets off to a rocky start, but it works so well, there's no point reinventing it. Wow, I like it. Let's check everything else for blueprints. I guess not everything is going to have a new blueprint, but that's nice. I like taking bionic dupes. It depends. I like to... Oh, there we go. Oh, look. Okay, guys. Surely you can notice the difference. Okay. There was a brief window where it was like 70. I'm not going crazy. Right. Dig this. There was like a very brief window. Oh, now it's doing it again. Okay. Alright. This is what the game should be running like. Spoiled again. Well, at this point, I'm not sure whether it's an issue with my computer or an issue with the game. Has anyone else been having FPS issues with the new update? I mean, I'm not imagining the Meteor is taking too much performance impact. It shouldn't be anyways, because it's only intermittent. We've got lots of new weird resources in here. We've got peat. This is combustible fuel. We're going to use this instead of sort of coal, apparently. We've also got a water weed over here. Okay, there's some granite here. Let's go have a look at this. Very, very odd. Right, let's research. We need to research the planter box very quickly. Please go ahead and do that. In terms of other stuff, so obviously we do want to explore up here. Obviously, we want to collect all the water. There is a lot of water. That's good. This is going to wind me up until I figure out what's causing the issue. Yeah, okay, so look at this. Hold on. Get out of the way, Mr. Lum. You're big and in the way. So the sweatcorn stalk is halted because it's not been pollinated. So it does actually literally require pollination to grow. I guess that's what balances it out for being a more heat-resistant mealwood. So Sweetles also fit the bill, apparently. And I just got an error 2000 on monitoring computer, so that's weird. It does say we're still streaming. Okay, this looks like a normal ocean biome. Interesting. We've also got a geyser down here. I've got to admit, I'm kind of just looking around at the moment to see what we can find. There's a chlorine vent down here. There is a megaphron. This is a big plant that eats chlorine gas. It eats a very small amount of chlorine gas, and it produces megaphron grain, which, as far as I can tell, they actually changed a lot of recipes in the game, so now they accept multiple different types of ingredient. And I think you can mostly use megaphrons to match other things. Right, let's see. Dismiss this. Right, we've done the research. Let's actually come over here. I'm gonna put this up again. The change to the recipe system made it a fair bit of work for me too. Yeah, fair enough. We'll investigate that. Right, let's actually, for now, just put a Mimica Put a load of them over here. Because we've got to figure out how this works. This is the stepping stone that we need to do to figure out how everything else works. Probably don't need to go this far. Right, let's keep going up here. I think what we'll do is we'll ladder up here. We've got fertilizer there, so let's only dig up to the shale. I don't know how pressure resistant these materials are. It says it's very soft. So let's leave a too high layer here, and then we'll dig in here and have a look. That seems good to me. Yeah, you're quite far away now. It does seem like the Mimica buds produce lots of Mimicas, though. I love these guys, these little flappy guys. They appeal to my sensibilities. Yeah, you guys are doing alright. We'll research advanced research as well. Let's just get this stuff fit in here. Go, go, go! Right, what else do we want to do? I would very much like to just collect all of the water down somewhere. Wow, this biome goes on for quite a way. Like, it feels like a large zone. Is it a larger than the usual zone? Nah, it isn't. I'm just not used to it. Fair enough. Right, so Mimica buds. We have a couple of them. So, these grow between 10 and 45 degrees C. Well, let's just plant load them here. I don't think they require... Do they require fertilizer? No. No, they do require dirt. We have dirt, don't we? Yes, we have lots of dirt. Good. Yeah, stick these here. And then we'll keep looking around. I love all the designs. The artwork in this game is just like... They announced a new spin-off Oni game as well, where you actually play a duplicant and you've got to like survive, you're not building a colony, you're just trying to like actually make stuff work. It reminded me a lot of Noita actually, a little bit, like a mix between Oxygen and Noita, which is great because I love Noita. Right, I'm gonna copy this over here as well, just in case you want to put another one in here. Just check to shale is only slightly more pressure resistant than sedimentary rock. Yeah, that was the impression that I got. So we can have these plants right next to each other. That seems fine. We got the thing over here. We can't demolish this yet. And again, we should probably be prioritizing building stuff underneath the base. We should prioritize going downwards. Oh look, he's doing the stomp. He found a plant that grew, so he did a stomp. And now he got the sweat gone. I like it. I like it. But we're going to dig this plant up. Yeah, come grab that. Then, let's see, what else we got in here? A few bits. Make the Great Hall. We'll do all of the normal industry, or the normal base development stuff that we usually do in the first stream of a run. Not an issue. Oh, you can't reach the bathroom anymore. Yeah, that's a slight issue. We have kind of just made the bathroom like its own separate island. Kind of funny. Okay, here's the other Evagro vein. Looks like we've actually dug up a little bit. Have we? No, that's just a big lump of nickel. Let's see where the bottom is. We will retreat from the meteor impact zone. I like the animation it plays when you shrink it. Very cool. And you hover over the clock and it gives you the exact number. And it has 1,000 health. I think each blast shot takes away 10 health. So you have to hit this meteor with 100 blast shots. You do have to get upstairs to try and actually deal with it. The animation's very satisfying. Yeah. Right, let's build the supercomputer. Put that there. I love this new wheel. This looks great. What we got? Okay. Alright, guys. As planned, it is now back to me because we've got the first print. That was the allotted puffed time for Mr. Grey area. Right, we got... Really? We get a +7 rancher right off the bat? How irritating. We've also got someone who starts with hard digging and has building interest. They're a narcoleptic. I don't know, that's pretty helpful, because then we can just skill you up to level 2 immediately and go explore faster. I like it. Let's go print Ari. I've got to admit, right, so I'm currently just really enjoying exploring everything that's going on. Yeah, we'll pick digging level 2 up on you, and then we'll go into building later. But this means you can get past the abyss light at least now. So priorities, Ari can have digging and building, and then branching and doctoring as well, I guess. You'll need to build an extra thing for you, that's fine. So let's dig this out, let's put a tile here. Put a tile here. It's not going to get in the way of Divine. Okay, now the issue is, I don't know if a build is going to remove a plant or not. That is a minor issue. I don't think it will, because it's highlighting in these 2 tiles. Yeah. I'm enjoying exploring everything at the moment. We're just going to vibe. You can dig all of this out as well. I could even just try and fit more bedrooms down here. Or, like, make them too high for now. That should actually be fine. They've been separated. It's a portal into another world. I like the new nickel. Very green. You got the CO2 down here? Yes. Let's actually keep digging to each of the oxygen packets just to help you out with that. Bionic dupes we do not have today. Stompy Stompy. I like that he makes a noise when he stomps as well, because then it reminds you that the plant is actually ready to be harvested. I don't think you need to do this. Leave that alone. Knack fruit and sweat corn. So yeah, obviously there's no muckroot, so digging randomly is not going to give us more food. That's okay. Oh, look at it twitch! It's twitching! Let's read the blog entry. The sweatcorn stalk is one of the oldest living members of the Zea genus. This robust monopodial plant features eye-catching vegetable cobs prized for their behavior, prized for their color and intense sweetness. Farmers give the best of their harvest to their most valued neighbors. Some etymologists theorize the term corny was described going to describe the heartfelt sentiments expressed by the accompanying card. Nice. Well, it's the local muckroot variant, of course. Is that? We got the snacters. That's more like a hexalon. Where's that thing then? Oh, you didn't build this, did you? You yellow alert this. Probably also get slightly more than 1 bathroom. You still eat the loo? Oh no. I interrupted his loo time to go and build the bed for someone who's no longer going to bed. Okay, great. You definitely don't need to disinfect this. Okay, well now I'm confused. So if we look at food, right? Yeah. We haven't found whatever it is yet. Breezy, I never thought polluted water geyser was much better than cool slush geyser in like game. Cool slush gives less. Yes, the polluted water geyser is fantastic for feeding plants. You can just feed thimbleweed it forever, and you're completely sorted. Or you can heat it up just a tiny amount and feed your pinch of peppers. Or you can sieve it and feed something else. It's fantastic. Geotuning it as well. You can geotune it 5 times and get steam. It's a lot of steam. And you get some dirt too. It's a little bit risky because if you geotune it only 4 times, it still comes out as the polluted water. But pros and cons. The main reason why I don't typically recommend geotuning it is just because it's so useful in its raw form. What's going on down here? It's still hot. Got some water. This actually... Oh, is this a metallic cave? No, this is just a normal formation here. That's weird. Okay, well, we'll just keep going down. We'll keep digging. We'll let the carbon dioxide pool somewhere. I'll just let this out for more gas pressure as well. Yes, I'm keen to explore the asteroid and just get a good look at everything. So we don't have advanced research at the moment. That's fine. But we'll start moving stuff downstairs. Now... There's water here. I'm pretty sure we're just going to move all the water downstairs. So let's not worry about that too much. Let's actually just put in... Oh, we need the mess table. Do we not research the mess table? Oh, we only researched the first food tech. Okay, let's research the second food tech. How many geotunits can I put on the cool slush to prevent it from not turning into water? You can't. The cool slush comes out at -10. So if you geotune it 5 times, it comes out at 90. So it's always going to be polluted water. So that, combined with the fact that it's less output than the polluted water, means generally I wouldn't recommend geotuning it unless you absolutely need more water. But it's one of the worst options. Because both the throughput is low and the utility is low. But sometimes you just end up with a load of cool slush geysers instead of regular slush geysers and you don't have a choice. Yeah, we just got regular ocean biomes over here. That's fine. Oh, look at this little sweat corn. It's on its own. How have you been pollinated then? I don't think you have been pollinated. You're going to go stale then, aren't you? Oh, look! We got a saltwater geyser. It's a spiky one like that. Okay, so... I think what we need to do then is... This is going to be the bottom of the map. There is actually some water down here already. I probably want to insulate this and just pour all the water here. And then we electrolyze it. Algae. There's a little bit of algae, but not a lot. Let's see, how much have we dug up so far? We found lots of eggs. We dug up 3 tons of algae, so it seems like there's a little bit of algae, but not a lot. So we probably are going to need to go for electrolyzers fairly quickly. Yeah, I can imagine so. Right, in that case, keep digging this. If we're going to go for electrolyzers, we should pull together all the water we have immediately. There's a lot of carbon dioxide down here as well. More oxygen over here. Yeah, dig this out as well. Just do a load of excavation. Right, let's speed it up. We could dig up all the snectars to try and appraise the food. But yeah, look, it's pollinating the Avagrovine as well. So the pollination bonus is smaller than the grub grub bonus. It's 25% instead of 50%. But that's not bad. And it's basically free. It's a little bit of dirt cost, I suppose. Right, let's put, let's see. Oh, you know what we'll do for now, actually? Just while we're waiting. So, I mean, let's just do this for now. We'll put the water cooler here. And then I'm literally just going to put a pitcher pump here. And then I can just pitcher pump the water right for the water cooler immediately. Nice. And then, yeah, we've got a grill. We need, let's see, decoration. We'll get a plant and then we can you actually get the wall hanging plant? Or the hanging pot? Let's do that. We got a good researcher. We can do that research. It's fine. You have to dig this tile out as well, that's okay. Man, yeah, it's been a busy week in real life. So I'm quite glad the DLC's out. We can just chill now for a little bit. We've already excavated a large way, so I think just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to give them an extra downtime slot already, just to make sure they get to bed on time. Also, I'm just going to put in another Our House combo. Because I don't want the dupes missing schedule slots because of lack of bathroom. And then, yeah, let's priority 6 this stuff. And we can tile this as well. And I'm going to build the ladder here as well. Lamp is done, that's okay. I could just put the flower pot down here for now and we don't have to research this, but we research this so quickly, I think we might as well. Okay. I just disconnected everything by accident. Great, okay, I think we fixed it. Very professional stream today. I do like how everything looks. Maybe we over-egged it. They're already just hanging out in here socializing. That's fine. Well, they got the water cooler. You can have some water cooler chat. We got all the beds at least. Okay, we planted all the Mimica buds as well. That's good. So where we're gonna... So I guess what we'll do, because the Mimicas are gonna grow here. We could put the sweat corns over here, maybe. Oh, that's yeah, it's a little bit low down. Or maybe I just put them over here. We need to put them somewhere that the Mimicas actually go and find them. So, actually, okay, you know what we do, actually? Let's... think about this. So what we'll do is we'll leave this bit open and we'll put like a farm up here. Now we'll leave the wild ones to grow. Then we'll dig all of this out. I like these. These are cute. They're growing on me. And then, yeah, make this still priority 6. The run speed bonus. Oh yeah, they can chase the guys. Smells like someone's making a barbecue. I really hope someone is making a barbecue and it's on my computer setting something on fire. I love the expressions on these dartles. The live dartle reaction. Very comical. But yeah, these guys eat the other critters, but I think they can only catch the I think they can only catch the elderly ones. Like the older the critter is, the higher the chances for it to be caught. But I don't think it's possible until it's, like, almost already dead. So, ethical predator, I suppose. Right, let's actually put a hanging pot in here. Let's just put it here for now. Cool, okay. Looks like there's a lot more stuff over here. There's the chlorine bed there. We knew about that one. Let's go and dig over here as well. Just to see what's here. In terms of pulling all the water together, we're going to want the insulated tile. That's what we want. No, not insulcated. Here. Yeah, let's get that. And then we just pool all the water down here, because we're not going to need it all down here. This is a annoying little dip. And then the base level will be sort of around here, I suppose. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not used to being this hot again. I don't know why. Like, it got like hot for a while, and then we got a bit of rain again. Now the heat's come back. We'll plant the rose bush in here. I like this. This is cute. Does that count as a great hall now? Yes. Okay, that's good. We even got the Ovagro in here. I could actually dig out the rest of these. Still trying to grow. We'll see how successful it is. Maybe if you dig like a snaky path, that's better for it. We'll see what we feel like doing. Right, let's add some resources to a list. Let's have a look. So fertilizer, peat. Probably, don't worry about eggs yet. Dirt seems fine. Data banks. Nickel is the only metal available, so that's convenient. Algae, yes. Ovagronode seeds, I think yes, because they seem quite rare. We dug up a little bit of oxalite. Yeah, we've only got 3 tons of algae. I mean, let's definitely start just burning it, I think. Where do I want to put that for now? I could just put that here, because it's right next to the fire. That seems convenient. You know what I really need to do? We got the chiller for the aquarium a while ago, and it's been in the corner. I actually need to set up all the piping for it. So maybe that's what we do this weekend. I kept threatening to do it and not actually doing it. Not that I think that will cool the room down. It'll just cool the fish down, but I don't know. The fish still aren't that hot. They managed to keep cool somehow. Partly because they've got their little fan on. And partly because, not like exceedingly hot yet. Right. I don't trust this shale at all. So I think what we're going to do is... It could be worthwhile us just putting the oxygen mask, oxygen diffuser down here. I don't know. We could actually just release... all of the stuff now. Oh, that's right. We have very hard digging. We can actually go beyond the boundaries if we really want to. Do I want to? So let's think about it. So what we could do is we could open up a cool area here and keep our water cool with the cold biome. So there is chlorine in here. Let's have a look at these dartles as well. So dartles eat the dew drips from the dew dripper. They excrete bleach stone and chlorine gas. So we definitely don't want the chlorine from these guys leaching into the base. But what we could do is we could dig... There's a nice big layer of iron ore here. I reckon what we could actually do is we could just dig up the abyssalite, let the water flow into here, and then this will keep it relatively cold. Now, how annoying is it going to be to get all the water over here? Probably not that annoying. Might be a little bit annoying. Maybe that's a better plan. Instead of insulating this. Hello, Carrie, actually. Hope you're doing well. We're testing out the new Prehistoric Planet Pack. I'm very excited. We've had a few technical issues getting off the ground because of OBS not behaving. And to be honest, it's... I think the momentary lag I've been getting is just because it's been hot. More than anything else. But it's going alright. We're having a look at all the new critters and stuff. We're figuring out what exactly we want to do. I think we decided we're going to prioritize electrolyzers quite early. I'm just trying to think of where I want to store the water. I think I might store it over here, because we can cool it down on all this stuff. I mean, the chlorine isn't very conductive, but there's lots of cool metal over here. Actually, oh, no. What am I even saying? We're electrolyzing it. The water doesn't need to be cold. If anything, we should just let it be absorbing the heat from this. Okay. Alright, new plan. Okay, I mean, I'm glad you've done all this research. I'm going to stop you from getting to insulated tile, because I'm used to thinking about oxyferns when we're looking after the water, but we don't have to in this case. Let's actually research the electrolyzer. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Asload Star Wolf. So one of the major changes to this DLC. Well, you start. It gives you the Relica asteroid option, which has new biomes full of new materials, new critters, new food plants, etc. The main difference is there is a big meteor coming to get us on cycle 200. So, and it's getting closer, like the moon from Majora's Mask, I suppose. Is that the game? Is that the other game with the moon? I feel like it is. So there's a meteor blaster at the top of the map. You have to make 100 intracosmic blast shots, shoot it down and destroy it. Otherwise, it's actually going to destroy this top part of the asteroid. And then it's gonna have a load of geysers in it. Yeah. I've never played Zelda. You guys have probably figured that out. Whoops, I didn't mean to open this window. And DLC being sour gas boiler. Well, we've got to have a look at it. We've at the very least got to have a look at it. We are currently just exploring and playing around with it, but the plan is very much to see both ends of the meteor outcomes. Let's give the dupes the skills that they crave. Advanced research is very much needed. Congratulations, Gosman. Maya's got the stinky end of the job. Majora's my favorite Zelda game. Nice. Yeah, well, yeah, let's just pour all the water down here, and it doesn't matter if it gets hot. And then we just got it all collected in one place. But it does mean you need to dig this out. I think we also want to priority 9 dig this out. Yeah, it's going alright. It seems like a fairly normal start. The temperature of the starting biome is like Iridio style, but all of the plants are sort of adapted to it. The main thing is, the sweat corn, which is the mealwood alternative, needs to be pollinated by mimickers to grow. But it's more heat resistant. But apart from that, it's essentially mealwood. You also need to fertilize it with peat instead of dirt. We've been digging up a fair amount of peat, so that's fine. But I'm pretty sure the peat is produced by these lums. They eat the avagrifigs, bristleberries, and bog jellies, and they excrete peat. They've added a lot of cross-compatibility between the new critters and the new plants and everything. They've changed a lot of recipes to allow for more different types of ingredients as well. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. I think it will have significant implications for the base game. Those look like some people that might have kind of phobia triggered by that. Man, when I was younger, here's a fun fact about me. When I was younger, I got really scared by big circles. I think it was literally megalophobia. Like, if I was reading a book, like one of those like A3 books about planets, and then the bit where they showed Jupiter and Saturn, I got pretty scared about it because there were big circles on the page. How weird is that? Thankfully, I've overcome my fear of big circles, so we'll be fine. Great, I need to make another visual diagram of the workflow material uses conversions. I know, right? Yeah, so obviously we have our videos where we've planned our production chain for the glossy Drecos and everything, but we've still got more stuff to investigate about that in the Frosty Planet Pack, and this is going to really complicate that even more. Because now there's a lot of new ways to recycle chlorine, and also brine. Like, brine in particular has been incorporated into a lot of critter loops now. So I think it's going to be really interesting, and I have no idea what the actual long-term implications are going to be for, like, what is the optimal way of doing something. But who knows? We don't have time to agonize over every little detail. I probably don't actually need to dig all of this up, right? How far have I come playing a game about space of all things? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was some kind of megalophobia. Because I look at r/megalophobia occasionally, and I'm like, yeah, this would have really scared me when I was a kid. Is there more than one meteorite? So we're playing on the spaced out version. So we're on the minor asteroid. There's only one big Demolior asteroid coming in. And you either shoot it down and get the space POI next to your main asteroid, or you get the impact with the guy, and it has loads of geysers, which is actually quite nice. But it does obviously don't build anything in this zone if you're planning on letting the meteor impact, and it will also destroy everything up here. So maybe we'll set up all of the production stuff over here, so it doesn't get destroyed. You'll probably want a meteor blaster later. Also, out of interest, you get copper, iron, and gold metal showers, meteor showers here. So you get lots of the destructive meteors over here. So even once Demolior lands, or once you blow it up, you're going to want some kind of robust system here. What the heck are you? What? It's a fish. It's a knit larva. Oh, it's like the mosquito, is it? But their babies are like aquatic. How the heck did you end up over here? That's ridiculous. Right. Let's actually build the pump. Where am I going to want the spawn? I think what we do... Okay, so what we do is we store all the water down here, and then we have the spawn closer to the cool stuff. So let's have a think about layers again. Yeah, put a tile there. Let's get another dupe. We got a pilot. We don't need a pilot. We don't need an anemic dupe. We got a builder decorator with interior decorator green thumb, but... Okay, so normally I want to pick a building impaired builder, but they also happen to be an interior decorator. So, essentially, this is just a +3 construction +6 creativity dupe with agriculture, which I think is acceptable. So we will print Marie. This definitely seems good enough. Hey Dominic, have you checked out the new lab yet? Yes, the new lab has the Relica asteroid, where the meteor lands in 10 cycles. That seems like fun, but I don't quite want to do that yet. We're going to print Marie. So Marie is going to have... I'm going to give you building for now, and then we're gradually going to shift you over to decorating, but +5 building is good enough for now, considering we don't have a dedicated builder. So everyone stops decorating except for Marie. There you go. Then you can build, and then you can farm too. Good. I still need you to come over here, actually. So can you actually do this? It does look really fun, though. I like that they keep adding more lab seeds. They're great. Alright, what have we got in here? Neon pink Atmo belt. Nice, nice. Love me some Atmo suit parts. I think we're going to play it on speed 1 today. A, I don't want to rush it. And B, it's hot and we've been having performance issues today. So, we're going to speed 1 it and take our time. Right. So where's this pipe going? So, there's no cool geysers over here as far as I can tell. It's just a big wall of cold metal. I think it would make sense to shove it up here. We need it somewhere where it's at the side. Somewhere where... Like... I think we just have it vent the gas onto the asteroid. It took me as a surprise yesterday. I was all struck. We just have to do it. Yeah, it does look really fun. The abyssalite is here. Chlorine bed's here, but this isn't going to provide a huge amount of cooling anyways. Maybe we put it here. That way it's... I don't know. I mean, we want to minimize how far we're having to pump it as well, aren't we? This does seem like the natural spot to put it, though. So let's actually move some tiles down. Let's just see what our layers are looking like. So this looks fine. So let's actually dig out all of this. And the plan will be... the bottom of the spawn will just vent straight into the asteroid. And I'll set the spawn... I'll set the oxygen part so that it is not going to overpressurize the base. Because we've got limited water. Yeah, I'm happy with this plan. And then... oh, I guess we're not having to put the gas pumps in then, are we? So maybe we do it up at this level and then we just let it out. No. No, we do it here, we breach the abyss light here,
there.
and then it just contacts everything. Let's stop umming and ahhing about it. Hello, Ooglavis. Hope you're doing well. We're playing the Prehistoric Pack today. We finally got it. We haven't played the beta at all, so we're learning everything. And as far as I can tell, there's not a lot of algae, so we are probably just going to have to electrolyze pretty quickly, but that's fine. Now, did you dig all of this? Let's actually, if we priority 9 the dig, and if we priority 9 this, then we can start filling up with water. So the other thing we'll need to priority 9 is the wire, so that can go down here. Do we want to hide this in anything? Probably not. I'm not that fussed. We don't need to agonize about every minute detail of decor in this colony. That's not going to be a thing. But yeah, we're going to do a double-length stream today. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but we're going to go until our usual finish time. Is that a new bed skin? Yeah, there's loads of new skins in the game. It's great. We got the stone cot. We got the rustic manual generator. This is a new printing pod variant that you get as well. Maya is going to go for farming and then go for ranching right away. They're a very talented farmer-rancher combo. Aloe vera, not good in prehistoric. We don't have aloe vera. So, the plants we found so far, all the plants in the relic biome seem to be food-orientated. Negative decor only matters if you get to the point where you're making positive decor. Exactly. The cold biome seem to be chlorine-orientated. Like, we got these dew droppers here. They produce stuff that can be crushed into brackine. You have to fertilize it with brine ice. These guys produce bleach, stone, and chlorine. These guys produce brine ice. Yeah. There is another type of fish they've added. So maybe there's something in that biome we can use for oxygen. Other than that, it's just normal ocean biome. Also, we found the teleporter already. That's pretty good. Any research specific to this DLC? You know what? That's an excellent point. Let's check. They don't tend to add specific technologies for DLCs. They did add this one. There's a couple of new things. There's fossil blocks for artwork, which look interesting. I don't think there's too much, but it'll all have the green banner. I'm very glad they added this banner system. But the emphasis of this DLC definitely didn't seem to be that. They have added a new building called the Emulsifier in the game, in the base game update, which combines liquids. You can make salt water now by mixing salt and water. Revolutionary. I'm actually really glad they've done that, because it's like, that seemed odd that it wasn't in the game. And I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't want to handle it from a physics point of view either. Yeah, there's no other real new buildings, as far as I could tell. There's just more uses for stuff that's already in the game. Right. We have failed, yet again, to provide a proper bed. I think what we're going to do... let's put another barracks here for now. We can clear that out. Put a door here. Put some tiles here, and then put some beds here. But yes, currently someone's sleeping rough. Let's actually just priority 9 all of that as well. New cooking station and power generator. That's true. Yes. How'd I miss that? Food. So we got the smoker. Cooks improved foods over low, slow heat. Yeah, so the meat that you get from the critters in this DLC is tough. So you can't eat it unless you smoke it. And then it comes out as very good. Like, you get a lot of calories and it's good quality, but it takes time to cook. Not just duplicant labor. It's like a full day, I think. Don't quote me on any of this. I've not played it yet, but that's the impression I get. And then, yeah, there's the peat power generator. Let's see. Where is it? It's here. It's hiding. Burns peat to produce electrical power, produces a small amount of carbon dioxide and polluted water. Wait, was I supposed to research that? No, we're researching electrolyzers. Well, we'll need the peat generator at some point anyways, but yeah. Peat is what we're using instead of coal. If I look up the peat generator, peat burner, so it takes a 1 kilogram per second of peat, like the coal generator takes 1 kilogram per second of coal. It produces 40 grams per second of carbon dioxide and 200 grams per second of polluted water and 480 watts. So it is, admittedly, less efficient than the coal generator, which produces 600 watts and only 20 grams per second of carbon dioxide. So twice as much carbon dioxide. But the extra polluted water could be a plus. You know how these things go with recycling and whatnot. But it is also less power. Yeah, sorry, new dupe, Marie, you did not get a bed this cycle. And then that's 7 and 7, so that's good. We could just keep it at 7 for now. Keep to it for a minute. They have a fair amount of stuff queued up now. There you go. That's a barracks as well. The portal. Oh, the portal acts as a light source as well, by the way. In case you want to put your research stuff there. We've done that before. Hello, Shishaline. Happy new DLC? Yes, happy new DLC. We're getting there. We had a bit of a rough start, but it's getting there. Right, I think we're at the position where we can pour more water in here. Quite tempting to come over here and dig these out. Let's just release the water now, I think. I think that would be the appropriate thing to do. So do that. We're dinos now and I'm happy. Yeah, I love these new Mimica guys. They're like super cool. Love them. Right, so dig that out. We've got some salt water in here as well. Let's ignore the salt water for obvious reasons. And then this is more water, so we can just dig it out like this. And then that can all flow into here. No bionic duplicants this time. We're going to leave them alone for now. We got to find a Higby. We got to find a good Higby because we rolled past them. We got a Maya, but no Higby, which sucks because I was going to make a load of Conquest references. He's the Viltrumite dupe. He's invading the duplicants and he's going to recruit them to the Viltrumite Empire, but he's sadly not here today because he's dealing with some rebellion elsewhere in the universe. I just wish all those biomes were hot. Don't know why Clay decided to make Sub-Zero dinos. Well, I don't know. I mean, I like that they've got a mix because it means we've got something to cool down our spawn on. So that's helpful. It is actually interesting that, yeah, it does kind of overlap a little bit with the Frosty Planet Pack stuff, I suppose. They really wanted to make brine ice work. And brine. They wanted to have the Rexes poop out brine ice, I suppose. Yeah, that is something interesting. It would have been interesting if Mega Fronds were like a hot alternative to Sleetweed instead of a cold alternative. Like make it so it eats chlorine, but it needs to be at like 90 degree, like 50 to 90 degrees. Like there's no specific reason that these guys need to be cold. You actually make a fair point, but I can see why for a bounce movie they don't want it to. I guess they didn't want it to feel like a hot themed DLC. I mean, I think Clay know that a lot of people struggle with heat. They made Oasis as a challenge, but they haven't really revisited it. I think they are under the impression that new players are put off by it if there's not a cold source somewhere. Let's also dig this out here. And then we'll dig this out over here. Because I want to release this air anyways. Yes, I would like if they added some more. Right, we pumped some liquid in here. That's fine. Let's speed one for now. So the rest of the water. So there's some water here as well. That's pretty quick to grab. What we can do is we can dig this, and then we can... Oh, that's our research water. Let's leave... Well, that's our water cooler water. Let's leave that for now. We'll leave these two here for now, I think. There's actually a lot more of this stuff. You know what? I've changed my mind. Let's actually dig this out, because we're gonna want to get over here anyways. I'll dig a little channel here. Is the ice maker still broken, or is it fixed? By broken, do you mean it produces way more cooling than it's supposed to? I think it... I don't think they changed it. That being said, I haven't read any patch notes. Oh, actually, you know what? Can someone post the patch notes from the official update to the Discord, and we'll go have a look at them? So we have a solution. Yeah, like, the ice maker is really good. Like, people should use it. It's like half the efficiency of a thermo aquatuner. That's still way better than the thermoregulator. It just requires dupe labor. Did you play the beta? This is my first run at DLC. This is my first run. We didn't play the beta. I don't usually play betas because, as we've learned, my setup is slightly fragile. And I don't want to have to stop playing things due to performance reasons or bugs or anything. But yeah, we're doing alright. We'll be doing well. No names left 32. I like that. That's clever. Yeah, let the water out. Yeah, so we're just exploring. As far as I can tell, there's not going to be any other immediate oxygen source than electrolyzers. So that's our current aim. Which means we're also going to need... We should probably also get the hydrogen power sorted. I mean, there's a few things we want, right? Let's get the fire pole sorted, because we're down here as well. We're doing a lot of stuff down here. Let's get the fire pole sorted. Oh no, Ari! Poor Ari. First run, so it's blind playthrough. Do I know what's in it then? I had a look in sandbox mode at all of the new stuff. That is it. I haven't been watching people play it. I haven't been playing it. Oh, have we trapped the lum? No, he's miserable. Oh, stupid 2x2 critters. Well, we'll have ranching fairly soon, so we'll be able to get you out of here. Maybe in the meantime, we just let you in the bathroom. I know this isn't as good as a Novagro Vine, but it'll have to do. You know that Icy Fan acts like temperature plates? Icy Fan transfers heat? Yeah, that's very weird. It's literally just a oddly shaped temperature plate. Yeah, get out of here. Come join us in the bathroom. Thank you. Don't want any miserable critters here today. Right, water's released. That's good. There's more water up here as well. I am very inclined to just dig this out now. And maybe we actually dig this out too. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting quite cold because of the water. That's fine, that's temporary. You do some funny stuff with the fan. Yeah, actually, I've never thought about the use cases for the fan being such a weird shape compared to temperature plates. Like you've nearly grown a new mimicker. Okay, so that was the other thing we were going to do. We were going to plant some sweat corns up here. So let's tile all of this over. And then what we'll do is we'll get a lum to come over. Oh man. The lum is getting a massage by anyone using the bathroom. There you go. You posted the announcement post that has the full patch notes. Have to scroll a little to get the notes though. Fair enough. Right. Well, we're exploring everything today. So let's actually have a quick look at that. Just give me a sec. Oh. It's out of here. Close all these tabs. Then we'll have a quick look. Man, I'm gonna have fun pasting together this mod today. We get the good OST as well. Oh, I love it. I love the new music. I always love when they add new music to games. I think there's very few exceptions, unless there's a song that has like a really annoying vocal part. That's probably like the main exception. Right, okay. Yeah, because we have kind of tricked the game at the moment into being in desktop mode. Right, let's have a look. Okay, the Prehistoric Planet Pack travels deep into the past. Oh my god, look at these new wallpapers. What is this? The lum is just looking at the plant pulverizer. He's just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, these vines seem to grow really far. Cool, cool. We got the... What is this? Is that a jaw? Oh, that's a Jawbo Atmo suit. We have given some dupes specific Atmo suits. Look at this. You got the Lum Atmo suit too. Oh, that's great. We got a new painting. We got some new paintings. A new pedestal. Okay. I think that's most of the new blueprints by the looks of it. That's interesting. Yeah, there's the meteor when it gets really close. So, we got the starting world, Relica. 2 new duplicants, Maya and Higby. Yep, we met them. We've discussed most of this stuff. We haven't found the knit, we haven't found the jawbow, and we haven't found the lura plant, the seacomb yet. So we haven't found that aquatic biome yet, unfortunately. It doesn't look like there's a it doesn't look like there's a muckroot alternative. It does look like it's just the snactus being the excellent alternative. Okay. We got the dynamite smoker. We talked about all the buildings. The new elements. So, resin has been renamed to sap, and they've added a new resin resource. Amber, I don't know what any of these do. Peat is a fuel source that you get from the lums. Nickel is the metal. Biodiesel, I think it functions the same as petroleum, but I don't know how you actually make it. I think it involves the seacomb and that sort of stuff. And then iridium, this is really interesting. The iridium is a 500 degree overheat temperature. It adds 500 degrees to overheat temperature. And it comes from the meteor. So if you let the meteor land, it's literally delivering space materials to you. Granted, it's a limited amount, but it is enough to build, say, your sour gas boiler with. Maybe. Or you could blow it up and have an endless source of iridium, which sounds nice. Very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, the new defense station, POI, yep. Cool beans, the blueprints, yep. I love Higby. I'm so sad we haven't got him. DLC is the same price as any other. As usual, buy the bundle. If you haven't got the DLC yet and you're thinking of picking it up, buy the bundle. Because you'll save money even if you have all the other content in the game already. World gen-related improvements. Right, okay. Now we're going to deep dive into the patch notes. So, added new clusters. Relica base game. Relica spaced out classic style. Relica mining. That's where we are. Spaced out style, yep. So this is for if you don't have spaced out. Relic R in the lab, as we discussed, the 10-cycle impacting meteor. Relica fragment and biomixing and DLC content mixing added prehistoric ore field star map destination. So there's a space POI with the materials from the Relica asteroid in it, and there's also an amber field space POI. Oh, this is the base game version, and then this is what you find in Spaced Out. Okay, so you can get the DLC materials from space no matter what. That's nice. Added new care packages. So something someone was talking about earlier. As more and more DLCs get released, your printing pod loot is going to get more and more random the further you get into the game. So you aren't going to be able to print what you want as reliably. But I think that's fine, because you shouldn't be relying on the printing pod to survive anyways. But yeah, it's just something to bear in mind. Let's see, we've talked about these guys. We've talked about a fair few of these things. Here's all the new foods. Got the meteor, we got the buildings, the resources, POI, new music, new prehistoric theme, music stingers, welcome message, morning and night, and Demolior falling. Nice. Added approximately 50 blueprints, added the cool chlorine gas vent. That's the other thing. They added a new geyser. They added the cool chlorine gas vent. So if we go back to the game quickly, hold on. Sorry. Because I'm pretty sure that's what we got down here instead of the other one. Yeah, this is a cool chlorine geyser. So instead of giving, 65 degrees chlorine, it's giving 5 degrees chlorine. This is odd, like, this comes back to the point that you had earlier. Why did they actually bother making this biome cold? And specifically adding a cold chlorine vent for it? I really do think Clay just wanted to make sure there was a heat sink somewhere on the asteroid. And that's what it comes down to. But chlorine has a very low heat capacity, so functionally this makes zero difference. It basically means it's not as suitable for squeaky puffs, I guess. But, like, again, it will heat up based on whatever you're bringing nearby. Like, if we look at squeaky puffs, like, they go down to 0 degrees anyways, so it doesn't even matter for them. So, very, very low impact change, but I guess it makes the biome easier to handle. Right, let's keep looking. Nope. It's on theme of the critters that live there. Yes, exactly. Okay, so changes and improvements. This is the stuff I really wanted to look at because I'm not 100% familiar with this. So you can substitute ingredients in the fabricator UI for different buildings. Okay, we'll have a look at this later. Crafting table and soup fabricators no longer hide recipes with undiscovered ingredients. That's great. It's very annoying when you're trying to set a setting and you haven't found the thing it's for, and then it gets confused. I wish they did this with bottle emptiers as well, but I guess they can't bombard you with every liquid type in the game at the start of the game. But it's so annoying when you put a bottle emptier in, it's set to dump water somewhere, and then as soon as you find polluted water, it dumps polluted water in your water tank. Like, that needs a solution of some kind, I think, because it's just annoying that the game tricks you into doing that. The plot pulverized recipe for phyto oil from slime is now available in the base game. Oh wow, another reason not to buy the Bionic Booster Pack. No, this is good because, like, now we have an actual use for phyto oil. Is this used to make biodiesel? That's probably the case, right? I'd like to research unlocks of supercoolant and visco gel recipes, so that's all from the emulsifier now, instead of the molecular forge. Peat to refine carbon is a recipe at the kiln, okay. Fish release now requires submersion in liquid to accept deliveries. That's weird that it didn't. Change meteor blaster side screen to support ammo selection. Yep, we've seen that. Build tool could now place construction orders on top of wild plants. Fantastic, which will have the necessary uproot chores automatically generated. Oh, that's even better. So you'll know immediately if you're accidentally uprooting a plant, because it will show the icon. That's good. When displaying units, rads, or calories values, precision display was increased. It now shows up to 2 decimal places. Interesting. Pollinated plants and fertilized plants now have a visual effect on them while the buff lasts. That's good. So less scrolling around. That should make it a lot easier to interpret which of our farm stations are actually getting serviced on sour gas or bust. That's nice. Does existence of peat now make hatch ranching non-mandatory? Well, so peat... So if you're using hatches for coal power, coal is a more efficient power source than peat. Peat generates less power and produces more polluted water and carbon dioxide. But if you want the polluted water, that's fine. So that, yes, you don't necessarily need hatches now to get your early game power going. If you're looking for that, it looks like the Lamano-Vagro synergy would fill that loop, and that's probably something we're going to do a lot of. Divergent tending is considered pollination now. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that'll be good to see as well. The notification pops up when the research portal has been accessed by duplicants. Same portal lock. That's good. Dash of saltvine seed added to care packages. Added mealwood seed to care packages. Are you telling me this was never in care packages? I can understand. It's also kind of weird the mealwood wasn't, but I guess. Wow, that's weird. That's weird. I mean, this makes a big difference because sometimes you just want to find a salt. You just want to, like, print a saltvine seed so you can mop up a random bit of chlorine. And if you're on an asteroid where you don't have that rust biome at all, that's great. Salt in the pod. New element of resin can be transformed into plastic at the polymer press. Interesting. So it looks like all the stuff in the sea biome where you're getting the resin from the nits or whatever is going to be your plastic source in this game. Yeah, because you're not going to get glossy Drecos. Solid resin is now a transparent material. Okay. Tallow now melts into biodiesel instead of crude oil. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we did our sour gas or bust run based off of spigot seal boiling to get the crude oil, and they changed it with the DLC, and our sour gas boiler no longer worked. Because I'm not sure if biodiesel turns into sour gas. We should look that up. You're getting a bit tired of chlorine in this DLC? Yeah, it does seem like a big theme. At least we can get rid of all those germs, right? The title description dimensions can be used for food or industrial processes. Liquid harvested from the experiments will be renamed sap and isosap. Yep, okay. Peat can be used to make ceramic. Yeah, it looks like you could use peat for everything you could use coal for. That's good. Regular for meteor showers now only stacks one tile above the build limit. Okay. Add a new tile texture for brine ice. That's nice. Fuzzy search, so it should be easier to search for items in the various dialogues. That's nice. World Gen. Change the placement rules of entities of World Gen, so it's no longer possible to have two entities occupying the same cell. So pinch a pepper nut growing to the floor. Oh my god, thank you. I'm very glad they changed this. That was really annoying. Large critters now have more hit points than small creatures. That makes sense. Smooth Hatch diet now includes cinnabar and nickel ore. That's funny that it never included cinnabar with that original DLC. I feel like Smooth Hatches have just been forgotten about. Hatches can now eat shale. Good. So regular hatches can eat shale. That does make sense. Biodiesel does not make sour gas. Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. In fact, actually, you know what? I'm going to look at it now. You're right. Let's have a look at it now very quickly. I know we've taken a massive diversion. That's why it's a double-legged stream today, because we knew we were going to be taking a massive diversion. So it boils at 180 degrees C into carbon dioxide. Yeah, not quite as good as sour gas. No. And it cools it directly into tallow. Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And then, yeah, it melts. And you can use it to make blast shots. How do you make the biodiesel then? You produce it from phyto oil, yeah, with the bleached stone emulsifier. That's very weird. Please tell me the chemistry involved in this. Okay, well, don't actually tell me. Let's just continue. Okay, so change the way plastic monomers were displayed in the database. So resin, nectar, or petroleum into plastic. So these are the 3 ingredients you can turn into plastic now. Add a new medicines category to the database. Rocket pool buildings no longer exchange heat with the environment. Interesting. Revise the art of the 4 Radsic monument tops to make them slightly less grisly. Really? What did they look like before? I've got to see a comparison of this. This is going to be a complete memory hole Mandela effect, where I don't remember what the previous ones looked like at all, because we never built them. Spindly Grubfruit plant database entry now contains an introductory paragraph. Okay. It's weird that it didn't. Reduced artifact cargo bay rocket burden. Saturn critter trap can't eat 2x2 critters. Okay, so that is interesting. So they can still eat most critters. I think I was mostly concerned about them eating plug slugs, because we couldn't drown them. But I don't think there's any critters that can't drown that can't be eaten by these. Obviously the fish don't count, because you can't get a certain critter trap to eat fish anyways, right? Okay. What else we got? The plume squash plant. Oh, okay, yeah. More database stuff. Deep fryer food now counts for the It's Not Raw achievement. Okay. Added a tallow-based gear bomb, which produces high morale. Okay, that's nice. More content for the Bardic Booster Pack. Yes, please. Nice synergy there. A gear bomb's element now matches its recipe elements. Bardic Duplicants can consume power banks at mess tables, gaining room morale bonus. That's absolutely fantastic. So you can now get the Great Hall bonus on your Bardic Dupes. So, because Bardic Dupes have so few skills, the Great Hall bonus is actually most of the morale you need to have a fully functional Bionic Duplicant. So this, on its own, probably makes Bionic Dupes significantly more viable. Because now you can have them on any old asteroid where you can fit a Great Hall, and you can have them skilled up quite a lot. So they're going to be quite a bit more productive pound for pound than regular duplicants per skill level. They were already with the booster packs, but putting them on new asteroids with less morale solutions for them could be annoying because of stress. And obviously if a bionic dupe gets stressed, it's really bad because they're destroying the environment and they're destroying their power cell. And they're incapacitated after they get stressed. So, fantastic. Bionic duplicates will choose to breathe atmosphere rather than suffocate on a too long journey to fetch an oxygen check. That's great, because we've had that happen before too. Perfect. Okay, we've got some fixes. Fixing unit versus mountain. Yeah, okay. I'll talk about specific ones. Solid conduits now transfer the whole pickupable if it's more than 20 kilograms. Interesting. I wonder when that actually occurred. Space exposure tooltip is no longer shown for airflow tiles, mesh tiles, because they block space exposure. This is a fantastic change, because I got so confused about setting stuff up in space with those elements. Were they blocking gas flow or not? Now we know. That's fantastic. Okay, let's have a look. Anything specifically more interesting here? Farm and power control stations output product temperatures now match input ingredients. That's probably relevant for like mercury power chips, isn't it? Fixed liquid bottle filler and gas canister filler continue to work when disabled. Okay, that's good. Heat resistant and frost resistant effect description no longer imply they will give duplicants full immunity as they're still vulnerable to the actual damaging versions. Yeah, that makes sense. Added cobalt tile texture. Nice. Again, that's surprising. That wasn't in the game. Fixed missing rope in baby hatchings, trust, and escape animation states. That's funny. Fixed a bug where trap critters create unreachable, impossible to complete errands which froze duplicants. Okay. Removed small poke shell molt and small oak shell molt. The poke shell spawn and oak shell spawn now drop small portions of regular poke shell molt. Okay, this is a good change. So it's just less discrete item types in the game. That's convenient for automation and stuff. Fixed a bug causing oil wells to sometimes spawn in neutronium. That's really good. I've seen that happen. Yeah, nice. Fixed a rot pile crash that can occur when loading some saves. That's weird. Fixed shine bugs not consuming anything. Yeah, I think we've had that one too. Great, I love all these bug fixes. Spaced out. It's possible to set priority values on landed payloads. That's good. Fixed radbot engine not having slow settings. Fixed a bug where a loner trait on a duplicant was not providing a boost on piloting skill when a duplicate was alone. Fixed drillco mining rockets failing to mine on some round-trip flights to space POI. Okay. Regal Mammoth crest mass adjusted to match the mass of gold amalgam yield from passing it through the rock crusher. Oh, one of you was telling me about this a while ago. About the discrepancy and how that was useful for something. Well, it looks like they've changed that now. Bonbon trees now show a range of wood per cycle to show you how much wood per cycle you produce when one or all of its branches are growing. Okay. Fixed mass issue in a POI on Sweet Series asteroid. The Bionic booster pack. Progress of trying to reanimate a powerless Bionic duplicate will no longer reset if the task was abandoned before it's completed. That's good. Power bank discharges will no longer generate heat when there is no power consumer drawing from them. Really? We didn't use them that much. We only just used one on the last Sargassel Burst stream. That would really annoy me if that was in the game, so I'm glad they fixed that now. The duplicant? Lubrication station's description now mentions gear oil as an input rather than listing only. Okay, that's good. Not many changes since the last thing. Fixed metal rich and metal poor world traits not applying to nickel ore. Okay, that's good as well. Cool, okay. And then there's the new Oni game, but we're not going to talk about that now. Right, well then. That was our diversion. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We now know everything in the game. We are now masters. Definitely not. We're over 2 hours in, and we're only on cycle 7. This is not good. Good they're getting heat resistant buff. That's nice. We want to grab the Wheeze warts as well, but we'll want to set up liquid locks for all of that. Yeah, I think the bugs they've updated, that's really good. Some pretty good fixes in there. When they added the Salt Slush Geyser Frozen Planet Pack? Oh god. That is a good question. I can't even remember. I feel like it was in the game a while ago. I don't think that was a Frozen Planet Pack update. I think I would have talked about it. No, it definitely wasn't. No, it definitely wasn't. We included it in like Geyser tier list. That was maybe it was added and spaced out or around that time. I think that was the case. I remember some tragic losses of bionic duplicates because no one could complete the task. We just looked at a case where the bionic duplicants, like, got incapacitated when they came out of the teleporter, and no one ever gave them a battery. They just ignored them and left them to die. That was crazy. Right, let's just put some planter boxes up here for now. So, we're going to want quite a few sweat corns. Let's just start growing them. We don't need them yet. We've still got plenty of snactus. But we want to get the seeds going, for sure. I think we can speed to it now. Let's do it. Plant these. Also, why is it called sweat corn? Also, look, the N has come off. Free. So I presume that the Mimicker just comes over and just does his little dance immediately. That's good. I like it. Well, they're certainly prettier than the meal ones. You think it's called sweat corn to annoy you personally? Yeah, fair enough. Oh, that's funny. Maybe we build another row up here. If we're just letting the Mimickers fly up to everything, then we'll do that. Now, these grow every 5 cycles. And the Mimicker lasts for 5 cycles. Each plant is 1 critter. That makes sense. Let's dig this out as well. We are going to need to set up the power generation as well. Now, we don't have currently any polluted water lying around. So what we're probably going to want to do is we're probably going to want to stick it in a... We're probably going to want to stick it in a liquid reservoir and sieve it. And what could we use that for? Because there's no plant that eats the polluted water here. That is interesting. Seems like we will have to sieve it. Well, that's fine. Can't spell it anyway, so ignoring A and sweat is no problem. Yeah, fair enough. And this poor plant. We just crowded it in a little bit. Right, let's build a ladder here as well. Sparklies. I like it. The sparkle effect isn't too annoying as well. Like, you can tell it's there, but it's not... It's not, like, making the colony look too flashy. We definitely need a fire pole. This base screams fire pole. So is the Mimicker a plant or an animal? It's not clear, honestly. If we look at the databank, it says critter. So it's a plant that when it hatches, produces the critter. It doesn't lay eggs. It's captured by airborne critter traps, wrangling, etc. And then when it dies, it drops a plant seed. And you feed the plant with dirt. One thing that strikes me about this is you get a lot of random Mimicker seeds. Like, a lot. I think you're going to get a lot of seeds if you actually have domestic Mimickers. I mean, if we got a room overlay... We trapped a Mimicker anywhere. Is there a Mimicker on its own anywhere where we can validate this? Probably not now that I've connected everything. As far as I'm concerned, it's a plant as you farm it rather than ranching it. Yes, but it would probably trigger critter sensors, wouldn't it? That's the only thing I can think of being a wrinkle in that. Because, like, if you're having a ranch, would it take up your ranch capacity like a sweeper does. If it didn't, that would be very powerful. Because then you can just get the bonus for free on your plants, and that's probably something we would do for our glossy Drecos. We'd probably do that anyways, though, right? No, they have to eat the plants, don't they? They have to eat the plants. The glossy Drecos don't eat the... They don't eat the food. That's definitely worth investigating. We'll plant more sweatcorns up here. We got the farmers. Did you really get locked in the door again? Okay, we'll open the door again. You're not very smart, are you? It's good, actually, that we're getting more water. Each peat burner will be 240 grams per second of water, potentially. The water source in this case is the saltwater geyser. So we would have to... Oh, God. If we were feeding this to an Ovagro, we'd have to cool it right down. So maybe what we do then is maybe we keep the water, feed it to Ovagro vines, and electrolyze desalinated salt water? Maybe do a bit of both. Maybe we get it started with the regular water, and then we switch it over to saltwater stuff. I think it probably is worth us looking at this geyser, though, now. We need to see if we've got a better water source. There you go. Already know this. Lums are canonically not very smart. It's true. I mean, their head is not very large for brains. Yes, Ducky, go up and down. Really? Oh my god, he's done it again. Lum stuck indoor. I think we're now at the point where I should just release this, and then we can just dig up here. This biome goes quite a long way. That's good. But obviously we don't want to build... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, we're still fine on this. But we don't want to... We definitely don't want to build into this outline. Let's leave the outline on, so I remember not to commit to anything permanent in this area. Now that is a 2x2 critter, or a 2x1 critter, I suppose, one bat hole. That is it. Paleostego 1 and 2. Amazing. Legendary emotes. Right, there you go. More sweat corn. Seems good. He is grabbing a snack fruit. Yeah, is this the part where we dig up all the snack fruits so that we can evaluate the actual food reserves? Probably is. Actually, they're pretty easy to spot. Oh. This might be annoying. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I guess this is a regular-sized biome. I don't think we could reach that one. We could tile over here, that's fine. But let's just do this. So, Lumfarn, when? I don't know. Like, honestly, I think oxygen is the more pressing thing than food and power right now. Like, we only have a couple of tons of algae. If we look at the material overlay, there's little blobs of it, but like... Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, look! Actually, there's some bigger deposits of algae. I didn't notice that. Maybe we could put it off a bit longer. There's like, just a couple of bigger deposits where it's 500 kilograms per tile. Still insufficient oxygen generation. I mean, I beg to differ. I think we're fine. Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah, so I guess start digging all this out. Also, by the way, there doesn't appear to be a uranium lump. Or maybe we've just missed it. I haven't seen it yet. So, no free lead. Oh, you're going to start digging that? Okay, that should be fine, right? Yeah. It's interesting how the map has a lot of oxalite, just like Ceres. I don't think it has a lot of oxalite. It has a little bit. Oh, Mr. Lum's getting wet. He'll be alright. Looks like the water has actually behaved itself. That's good. This may be slightly more food than we need. I guess we're going to get a new dupe soon, though. Yeah, keep going up here. Let's turn the overlay off for now. There's more water over here. Let's keep digging this over here. I guess release the CO2, and I guess, actually, I probably want you to come up here so this oxygen gets released. You can do both of these digs. That's fine. Right, speedy uppy. So, when we did the Frosty Planet Pack, we started on the regular series asteroid, and then we kind of died because we produced too much carbon dioxide. And then we restarted on Blasted series, and then we had a better go of it with some advanced knowledge. Do I want to do the same for this DLC, or will it not be necessary? I feel like it would be necessary. I don't think there's an obvious trap like that where we would die because of it, but who knows. There was even more oxalite in the early betas, they were reduced it for more algae. Interesting. Yeah, because there are just these random nodes of algae. I mean, I guess we don't have to dig it up immediately, but it's good to remember that it's here. Right, we got the research, so we got the fire pole. Let's stick the fire pole over here. There you go. Okay. Okay, don't go all the way down. That's fine. We actually forgot about that. Anything? Oh, we're drowning the lum. Can I get you to dig this? Probably not. This guy's probably dead. We drained a lot of water in here. I should probably get you to dig up all the metal as well. Who's gonna do that again? Ari, okay. Yeah, Lum's probably dead. He looks quite dead. I know how this goes. Also, you guys picked the worst order to do this in. Yeah. Okay, never mind then. You failed. Rip Lum. Okay, so he's dropped the tough meat. Uncooked meat from a very dead critter. It goes off 25% per cycle. That's a lot. It's inedible unless cooked in the smoker. Right. Well, we can build a smoker. What temperature does the smoker require? No, I mean, what technology? We can get the smoker. Can we get it quickly enough to cook this? Questionable. If you dig all the map, Demolior is about to replace. What happens? Does it pull down more or what? No, it just always lands in the same spot. So one could definitely argue that digging it out is appropriate. Does all the material get deleted or does it get turned into debris? I feel like that's unclear. We got a chlorine biome up here and then another ocean. Wow. We haven't found any polluted water biome yet. That's weird. And this is just, is this the cold biome? No, this is actually the ocean biome. We could totally keep laddering up here if we wanted. Well, let's see what's up there first. But there's no immediate obstacles to our digging up here. So actually, okay, It actually looks like a pretty clear path to the blaster. That's nice. Right, who we got? No Higbees. We got an electrical engineer, suit wearer. That's pretty good. Just a fast dupe in general could be pretty good. Definitely don't want a trypophobic. Definitely don't want a bottomless stomach. Yeah, I think we take Ruby and have them just run around. They get... I'll probably give you supplying now, because we're going to take you up to exosuits, and then we're going to take you to mechatronics pretty quickly too. In fact, we'll probably take you to mechatronics first. And then, priority-wise, you can minor in a few different things that aren't already being covered. That sounds good. Rosebush looking like staked UFO. Yeah, a little. That's kind of funny. Oh. My nose is just going haywire from fever now. All of a sudden. It's funny how it just comes on sometimes. Like, I took my antihistamine today as well, and I've been fine all day. I love these things. It's funny. I thought these guys were going to be my favorite critter because of their stupid expression. Oh, look at the little look he gave when he released the chlorine. That was a lot of chlorine. What a smelly boy. Ridiculous. This is definitely another day we're going to be exploring all this stuff. Looks like he harvested the dewdrop, and now he's going to go grab the dewdrop. So they help auto-harvest these guys as well. Now, how do these guys walk around with the two legs? Because they don't seem sticky like the other guys. Hilarious. Check this out. Honestly, actually, you know what? Literally just go all the way up. Like, this is backed. This is backed by space, and then we'll just put a liquid lock here. This is warm. This is not cold. This is cold. We could put a normal liquid lock somewhere. I guess we could just put the normal liquid lock here and then raise it up a level. If we put the tile here. Something like this. And then just go up and over. Yeah, that seems good. That shouldn't be too hard for you to dig out. Then we can leave this sand here as well. Play makes memes, not critters. They're so good. The expression of the Darth is fantastic. And I like the lums too. They are the right amount of derpy. Now, look. You have got to cooperate and not get stuck in the door this time, okay? I don't trust you at all. Nope, look. He's done it again immediately. Yep. We'll keep doing this until you improve your brain. Yeah, do that as well. Speed 2 feels appropriate for now. Yeah, dig this whole fire pole. You're grabbing all the metal now, that's okay. This is 83% fresh. Are we going to be able to get this done? Looks like... No, because no one's been researching, because no one's been running on the wheel. Okay. Priority 9 then. Actually, how much power does the smoker take? Hold on, let's have a look at this. Whoops, hold on. Right, smoker. It takes... Oh, it doesn't take any power. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Gas output pipe. So, we do need to make a canister filler for the CO2. Everything priority 9. No, we're not priority 9ing everything. We're not priority 9ing a lot today, to be honest. Your sinks are set to wash in both directions, by the way. I'm sure that's intentional. It's not really. Yeah, there's a huge amount of harm. But we'll do that. And then set you to... Well, this is not general base access, so I think I'll leave that one open for now. Come on, Mimica. This guy needs pollinating. What are you guys doing? Do we need more Mimicas than this? It's kind of concerning. Maybe we do need more Mimicas. Well, I guess we've probably got enough seeds now, right? Yeah, speed 2 feels appropriate. There's a lot to do. There's another Snactus. That was not what I told you to do. I guess just do that. Did we find the geyser? We did, but we haven't got in here yet. Can I probably go at this? There's a Mimica in the access shaft. Well, we don't have any doors here, so they should be able to move around. I noticed one over here. There's one down here, but he can move around. Buried object discovered. What we got? Full steam vent. Oh, okay. Well, there is technically a water source. We could just let it dump its heat into the ocean biome. That's probably acceptable. We could dig this as well. Just let this air out, right? Speed to it. So, we have, I believe, there's an intracosmic blast shot in here. Assignments came in this morning. I'm officially leaving the Gravitas arm of the Clear Skies Coalition. I requested Higby and Gosman for my crew. Gosman might be a little salty about deprioritizing her Swarmcraft Sensor project again, but she never let that get in the way. Director said Gosman's a no-go. Third crew member is some CSC contest winner who pitched the top LEO debris cleanup solution last year. I must have made a face because the director arched an eyebrow and asked if I had something to say. No, ma'am. I babysat worse. Just one more eventuality to plan for. Our space tourism program depends on traveling through LEO and beyond. Plus, that's the warm-up for resettlement missions. Not much hope for either of these right now, given that I'm the only one who can dodge all the debris we left up there. We need an interstellar highway, not cosmic Frogger. I think each of these is a different entry. The newbie's not a newbie at all. She's a multi-PhD commercial space comms satellite engineer on her third major career change. Maya, with a string of acronyms after a name that's as long as Higby's. Works one of the major players as a consultant. Shortwave length laser net debris vaporizer called the Lasso. Higby's already got a Space Cowboys theme song in the works. Mission Control some words to us about the debris shields. Sent Higby and Maya out to investigate reported issues with the debris shield sensors. Gosman's patched at the end of the call in a real mood. Time the solo mission. Stand by the world control system. The orbit control system is glitched. What in the world? Higby! So this is logic for why Higby somewhere. Oh, what was the thing? Oh. Hold on. Here we are. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is a different one. I'm not reading all of these. I think I've read this one before. I didn't read the last one. Boo! Oh well. You guys don't pay me to read the log entries. We got regolith. Smooth looking meteors. Yeah, the mimoliths are rotting down here. Okay. It's food. I guess it's just an ingredient. Can we cook mimoliths? Is that a thing? I'm gonna plant some more of these and see how that goes. Yeah, we need more sweatcorn seeds. We're working on it. Right, what we got? Radiation lamp, farm station, park sign, fertilizer. Okay, so now we just need the smoker. And then we can get started on rescuing Mr. Lund. Dug up some granite now, that's good. Any more geysers? I will have a look. There is one down here. Looks like a vent of some kind. This should be easy enough to reach, so I am actually going to go for this one. What is this? Oh, this looks like the knit biome. Yeah, let's go have a look at this as well. So... hold on, that's not going to work, is it? Dig down there, and then... Ooh. This is a bit weird looking. That'll work. And then just come in, here. Oh, really? The obsidian wraps the whole way around this time? Well, if we get in here, this should be good enough, because it's a vent. A little bit of blue oxygen here, that's fine. We get more room types? No, I don't think we did. Nope. It's a little tricky to get the database to answer that, but the question is yes, you can cook them. Ooh. Weird. Wonder how. Let's have a look. Let's just put some buildings in. I'm gonna put all the food cooking stuff over here, I think. Actually, maybe I'll put it down here. That's probably not a bad idea. We need to riot. They look like candy corn, an American candy. True. You can cheat and see what kind of geyser it is with the emergency priority. Yeah, we can. I don't mind doing that. We've done it a few times before. I kind of enjoy the surprise, though. So I prefer not to. We got a squeaky puff down here. We got a rust biome. That's actually interesting. We got a rust biome. A hot rust biome. Which means there's probably sour gas in here. Very interesting. I'm going to need a priority 9 the dig, though. To get them down here. Can we prioritize this dig? And then I'll put some food buildings in and we'll have a look. I think we will get this research done before the meat goes off. This is currently... Oh, at 47%. I'm going to priority 9 the research buildings then. Candy corn tastes awful. It should be banned, but America loves turning corn into everything. Yes. What tends to happen when you grow a lot of corn. Right. What are these guys? They make an annoying noise. Hostile airborne critters bred as food for the carnivorous lure plants produce amber. Their offspring must be exposed to liquid to survive. Okay. They live for 10 cycles and they... Yeah. Okay. 5 to 65 degrees. The biome is temperate. We got pacus. We got knit eggs. Well, these are clearly the lure plants. So, 48 cycle growth. Trap flying critters such as nits. So, presumably they can eat puffs as well. That's interesting because there's a puff right here. And look, guys, we found sour gas! We did it! Sour gas or burst! No. Okay. We've got a fossil fragment over here. That's interesting because we didn't even spawn the trait, the fossil trait this time. So they are awaiting prey. And then they have to eat the prey to grow. And they produce the amber. You heat it up to 95 degrees C and then it turns into resin and fossil. That's interesting. More lime. You can crush it to get less resin and more fossil and sand. That's also interesting. Yeah. So any airborne critter can get eaten. They're all eaten at the same rates. So you probably don't want to feed puffs to these, because that sounds expensive. What do nits eat? Looking for food. What do you eat? The nit is an insectoid critter that relies on supplementary nutrients and minerals from duplicants and other critters. Whoa! What is... Oh, that's the jawbone. Okay. Came out of there. Dupe blood. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they sting other critters. Okay. So it's not an actual resource, they just sting things and they get annoyed. So the jawbone eats Paku and produces rust. That's different. That's different. In the beta, it produced lime. So we now have a reliable rust source, which means we have a reliable iron ore source in the game. This means rust. This means oxygen. This means iron ore. This means chlorine. This means refined iron if you have a rust melter. Big if true. Yeah, that's gigantic. Yeah, the lime, I mean, I'm glad they changed it to lime, because that was pretty lame. But, like, because the Paku already produced lime. A jawbone is going to freeze itself in the neutronium. Lol. We got a vent here as well. We got a polluted water vent. Okay, well, that solves the water issue. We've got to see what this vent is as well. You're now so disappointed. You were so disappointed with the fossil jawbone now meta. That's gigantic. This gives us a very compelling reason to ranch fish. How many Paku do you need to feed it? 1 per cycle to produce 60 kilograms per cycle of rust. Yeah? I'll take that. You still need the salt. If you want the iron ore, the oxygen, you still need the salt. So you still need to get the brine ice. I'm really glad they changed that. That feels like the last missing piece of the puzzle. Because it requires help from the other critters as well. Jawbone like to path into neutronium and die. That's odd. Don't do it, Mr. Fish. Brine ice salt or maybe the salt crystal plant. I think the intention is that the Rexes poop brine ice. And that's where you get the salt from. They could have done this DLC. Yeah, that's impressive. There's also a load of food poisoning germs in here because this is a polluted water vent and not a cold one. Oh, you poor sods. There is oxygen down here. It's just gradually depleting. Okay, now let's get the actual digger in there. This does seem to be like a priority. And also, what we have to do is we have to get these guys to go into these. I'm not sure I want to prioritize that today, though, again. I think what I want to do, I want to prioritize getting up to space. Can we fire off the first few blast shots? Limited line of sight, that's fine. You need a power wire. And then you need 240 watts of power. Okay, so let's actually go and do this as well. Now, we will eventually probably want some kind of more robust measure than this. This will do for now. This is only day 2 and I've already got more than my money's worth. Yes! I'm so glad they did another planet-based DLC with more critters and chains. The loop between all of these critters seems really interesting. Wasn't oxygen a priority? Yeah, but we did actually discover a load of algae as well. So it's less of a priority. But, equally, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're gradually digging up all the snack fruits. I'm doing that to try and see how much food we have. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to find a permanent water source for the spom, and this is obviously it. Right, the smoker. Okay. We want to smoke. We want to croak. We want to put the smoker in here. Wait. The polluted water comes out of the floor. Oh no, that's from the peat thing. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to build this. We want to vent the gas. So we can just vent it. We can just vent it here and it's going to fall into the pit, right? Oh, it's a 3 by... Ah, whatever. Rust-based oxygen experiment. We've done a lot of oxygen production with rust in the past. The main issue is we need to find a way to properly ranch the... fish before we do that. There is no real reason not to electrolyze here, especially considering we have cold biomes we can just dump all the oxygen into. Let's get the basics figured out the old-fashioned way first, and then we can experiment with all the new stuff without worrying about dying. Right, this needs to be priority 9 as well. Okay, you actually cooperated this time. Congratulations, Mr. Lum. You are no longer Mr. Dumb. Yeah, seems good. Right, what's the ETA on that geyser? Oh, can you even get in there? You can now. Is your impact set to the default 200 cycles? Yes, it is. Spawn will probably remain the main oxygen producer. I can imagine. But it's so... Actually, it is really cool that the creature poops rust. That the jawbone poops rust. Because this means you can have a sustainable colony that doesn't use electrolyzers now. I mean, you could do it with oxyferns if you duplicate the seeds. But that's the same... The glorified electrolyzers. That doesn't count. And the alveoveras... the alveoveras are different, but like... they're a pain. Admittedly, the alveovera is probably less of a pain now that the lum can actually harvest all the oxalite peat. That seems huge. The only thing is, if the lum... So the lum is only comfortable at 20 degrees. So the lum is not comfortable in the same temperature range as the alveovera. But you could totally dump a lum from your ranch at your alveoveras and get it to auto-harvest them. And that would save a lot of dupe labor, which would make alveoveras more viable. So that's potentially interesting. Could you do a base without water? Yes! That's the exact point. You can do a base without water or ice now. You could do it just off of rust. I mean, the salt is probably coming from a saltwater geyser, realistically. But I like it. Oh, yeah, you need grilling. Anyone got a skill point coming up? Any gorillas? Actually, we're going to print someone in like 48 seconds. We'll find. How much rust do you need? Well, if you look at the rusty oxidizer... I actually spelled that right. Oh, look! It searches for it now, even if you do it with yes. 750 grams per second of rust turns into 570 grams per second of oxygen. So the actual conversion rate is of rust to oxygen specifically is about 80%, 75%. But you got to get the salt in there as well. You get a lot of methyl and you get some chlorine. Salt from salt vines and chlorine. Yes! That's also true. The only thing is, if you were doing that, so if we do it with the salt vine... So the salt vine eats the chlorine and sand and produces salt. So you still need to get the sand from somewhere. But you can get that from crushing something else. But the chlorine is going to come from a vent, and that's not going to be very much. But there's more chlorine sources as well. There's so many things in the game. I feel like it's possible to come up with a water... with something that doesn't require water anymore. Right, we're going to take Abe, because we need a chef, and we need a digger, and we want to skill them up now. So this is what we're going to do. Sand comes from crushing salt. Yes, into table salt, if you want to do that. There you go. Enjoy your hats. So, we've also got... Oh, look at the new menu. So it takes 600 seconds. You can put tough meat in. You can put meat in. You get tender brisket. You can also do veggie poppers. It adds a lot of calories. That's interesting. Let's prioritize the tender brisket first. And if you want to change the recipe... Oh, okay. Yeah. We don't have any other ingredients for this yet. So let's make this priority 9 as well. Priorities, Abe, priority 7, branching digging. Maybe we just skip with these 7. Maybe we pick these 7 dupes for now, and then just wait until we get Higby. Everyone's looking quite dapper. Yeah, we gave them all the Explorer outfit. This comes with the DLC. The DLC comes with a load of nice outfits. Love it. You're 20% stale. Is this a yellow alert job, then? I think Mayor is delivering the meat. No, you're delivering the peat. It's tough meat and peat. Don't put meat and tough peat in this, because that won't work. I think we will manage to rescue it in time. Provided that Maya manages to get through the water. Yes, not the best plan. But we didn't intend to kill this guy anyways. I'm not sure you're going to get it out of here, but you should at least be able to move it a bit further along. Just trying. This will give a lot of food. It will. You won't have lived in vain. But you're probably not going to carry this all the way up the shaft. Yeah. There's water here. You'll be fine. Next time you'll do it. Right, dig this up as well. We need to stick, yeah, put that there. Bottle emptier here, bottle emptier here. Seems good. And then this is warm, so we can just put salt water here. There's a nip biome over here as well. Okay. A critter that makes rust. That's amazing. Do we figure out what's better for resources, taking an asteroid to the face or blowing it up? Well, I think the main thing that concerns me with letting the asteroid land is the iridium. There's no iridium volcano, so you will get the iridium delivered to your doorstep, but it's limited, and it's a it's a 500-degree overheat metal, which is gigantic. So having a limited supply of that versus being able to space mine an infinite supply of that seems worse, because I imagine it's way easier to harvest the iridium than making, say, thermium. So I imagine blowing it up is technically stronger overall, but getting some extra geysers on your home planet is nice as well. Wow, that looks a lot bigger already. Look at it. Look at it. It's getting bigger. They've really cooked with this DLC. We still need to cook too. Right. Well, on that note, I know we haven't made much progress yet, but I actually have to go and have dinner. So I will be back shortly. We will continue this. Oh, Puffcam is still there. Great. Okay. Puffcam's still there. Let's turn it around. Let's go see the fish again. Yes, give us a different view of life. That will do. Yeah, that will do for now. Put the music on. Will the music actually load? Yes. There we go. Hope you're enjoying it. We're getting into it. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but we're figuring out everything in the DLC. We're just going to take it nice and slow today. I'm imagining as the updates roll in, possibly whatever's causing this intermittent performance issue might get fixed. We'll see. But it's going great. It's going great. We're learning everything. We're seeing all the new stuff. Iridium is used for, well, it's just a refined metal. It's a refined metal that has plus 500 overheat temperature. So it's better than steel. It's a metal that's better than steel. You can just mine it from the meteor. So very worthwhile. We will be back in like 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We've still got a regular full-length stream to proceed with. And we'll be back shortly. All the VODs will get uploaded to YouTube. We actually just did a review of the Barnic Booster Pack DLC. So feel free to have a look at that, see if my assessment of it resonates with you. We also have the Discord where we talk about games and stuff, and we just post. Someone is very kindly just posted. Actually, hold on. Let me check. It was Quantum Zari, wasn't it? Yeah, Quantum Zari posted the patch notes for the DLC in there. In fact, let me actually paste the link in chat. You guys aren't allowed to paste links in chat, but I'm going to paste it for you now. Here you go. Have a look. Have a look and get the DLC and get the bundle, because it'll be cheaper in the bundle if you already have all the other DLC. I paid like £4 for this, and this is going to keep us going for hundreds of hours. I can just tell that there's a lot of meat to this DLC. We'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be back shortly. See you soon.